What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Adrian's Awesome Accumulation. Today we're going to be taking a look at a 30-minute sisters model kit because I haven't done one in a while and I really like this. And all right, so let's get started. So let's get started with the box art first. Let's take the model kit out of the way real fast. All right, here we have it. So today we're going to be looking at Tiasha Dahlia wear color B. And right here you can see like the art right there, the box art, which looks really nice. It looks really cool. And then we got like a background pic of her right there, and we got a 30 Minute Sisters logo. And on the bottom here we have faceplates that she comes with. So she comes with like a kind of like a happy expression right there, and a kind of like surprise expression, and then kind of like an expressionless or emotionless expression right there, which is kind of my favorite because she kind of looks cool right there. And anyway, here we have some poses that you can get her in right there. This is our unarmored mode right here, and then she's armored up, and you can see her expressions right there, and the kind of poses you can get her with, and everything she comes with right there. Her hands, and then front view, rear view, and then another cool pose right there. On the side of the box, right here, we just have her name, number 19, I guess, in the line. And then right here we have, you can customize her with 30 minutes missions, 30 minutes fantasy, and all that cool stuff. I haven't really done any customizing. I should just pick up some like model kits that I don't really like from like 3 of these lines, and then just like mash them together to make something cool. But on this side, here we have that. On the top, oh, I already showed you the top. All right, so that's the box art. Let's get that out of the way. Let's take a look at the model kit here. All right, so here we have the model kit, and as you can see, I like to customize mine. I'm making my own, and you see from the box art, you can see she was like black and red mostly. And the colors, I changed that to like white and blue and gold because I kind of like the way she looked, and I wanted to make her kind of like a like kind of like like a futuristic like space force kind of cop, I guess. I don't know, cop or officer or like soldier. I don't know, like some like space, like futuristic warrior. But yeah, so that's why I went with white and blue, and I think it like fits her really well, especially with the gold, like the little gold highlights right there. But yeah, so I painted, yeah, just her like armor and stuff, and I gave her like her armor kind of like this gloss look. I don't know if you guys can see it, but yeah, I kind of had trouble with the gloss, but I think it came out pretty all right. And then the gold on the wings right here, kind of went for like matte color right there, but I like the way the gold came out. It really looks good. And then the blue right there, I just think it came out really nice. Their shoes. All right, so let's get into articulation right here. And she articulates pretty good. All right, so her arms do come up, do go all the way around. You can see they do come up to a T pose right there, or a little bit higher. Yeah, so actually a lot higher. So like kind of like a Y pose right there. And then she does only have a single bend at the elbow. You guys can see she can rotate up here. And then her hands are on ball pegs, so that's good. Move them any which way you want. And then, yeah, so there's that for the arms. The head, let me see, let me take off this backpack accessory right there. So her head, you can get her looking back that far, which is not far at all. It's going to be hindered by her hair right there. You can get her looking down that far down, so that's pretty good. And then she does tilt her head side to side, and then you can rotate her head all the way around right there. And the neck, you can see the neck right there, so she can like tilt like that. And then I think yes, you can move her neck also independently from her head, and then just her head also. So that's good. All right, for the torso, chest area, she can look back that far, but you are going to get some gappage right there. And she can look back that far forward, that down forward. And again, you're going to get gappage in the back, my bad. All right, so there's that. And then she can tilt, right to left, and then she can rotate. So that's good movement right there for the chest area. For the legs, you have like these little like short skirt short type of pieces right here, and they're kind of just like they kind of just hold on by the legs and stuff, and they're kind of like flimsy. I don't really like the way they are, but there's that. And then the legs do come up that far, so like that far forward, like if you want to get them straight. So they're actually pretty high. That's not bad right there. And then if you want, you can like rotate them to get them like wider and stuff. Then they do kick back that far, and then again you can go bring it like sideways to go even further and stuff like that. And then I think there is a drop down, and she can do the splits that far with the drop down. And then if you pick her legs back up, she can only go that far, so that's pretty much the same. So yeah, the split's not that great, but like you can get her doing the splits like that. So that's pretty good. All right. So she does only have a single bend at the knee, but it's pretty good range. Double bend would have been better, but yeah. She does rotate up here at the thighs. And then at the shoes, she can rotate right here. Her foot does bend back that far. It does go that far forward, as you can see. And then she does have an ankle rocker right there. All right, so that is pretty much it for the articulation right there. And stick with me, I'll show you all her accessories. All right, you guys, here we have the accessories. Let's take a look at her faceplates. So this was her kind of like emotionless faceplate right here, the one I had in the beginning. As you can see, it's right there, and she does kind of have a little bit blush under her eyes right there. You can't probably tell on the camera, but it is there. And you see her eyebrows are kind of like different right there. All right, so there's that one. And then we got like the kind of like normal kind of happy like expression face right there. And you can see this was like smiling, and then she does have the blush. I mean, I wish they made the mouth a little bit more detailed, like maybe added like panel line, or like made it like, I don't know, like darker or something like that so you can see it more. But yeah, there's that one. And then this one that I put on her right here, which is kind of like surprise and stuff, and that one looks pretty cool. All right, and then we have her weapons right here, and then she does come with two grabbing hands that I have on them right there, as you can see. And then yeah, I painted the the part where the handle of the weapon, the sword, I painted it blue with gold right there, as you guys can see. And I think I like that. It really came out good. And then like this like purplish red like saber part looks nice. And then the hands are kind of like, it's this hard plastic. I wish they were like softer, like kind of like the Megalo Mario ones are, because you can see when I put in the sword right here, it kind of like chipped it. And I did top coat it and everything, but it did get chipped. So I don't really want to take it out, but I probably will, like when I pose it, just so I can show you. But that's unfortunate, but oh well. And then at least the rest of the top part right here, which is the part you mostly can see, is still painted. So that's good. But yeah, so there's the swords right there. She does come with two of these. They're pretty awesome swords. And then we got her wings right here, her like backpack. And this is cool. As you can see, I painted it blue, white, and gold. I really like the way this came out. And this does articulate. Up here, you can move it from this piece, and then you can move the wings. I think, yeah, right here. Just kind of tight on mine, but there you go. And then you could articulate it from right here, move it back and forth. All right, so you can get that looking however you want. That's pretty neat. And then there's the thing, and it just pegs into her back. Over here, you can peg it into like her top back right here, or her lower back, whichever you want. I like to put it on the higher one because I like the way the wings look up like by the shoulders. There you go. There's that. And then we have these are like optional shoulder pieces right here. As you can see, these are kind of like armored ones, or like, yeah, like shirt ones. As you can see right here, I kind of went with like the more skin tone ones right here because I thought it would just like look cooler. But yeah, you could switch these out for like the white ones and have her more armored up at the shoulders right there. And then we got these two, like thigh pieces right here, which go right here, and these, you know, have like pegs, so you can like peg in the swords or any other weapons that she may come with, right there. And then we got two different hand pieces right here. This are like fists, and these fists, I mean, they look weird. I mean, just I hate how her index finger and middle finger are like kind of like popping out. I would just wish they were kind of like flush with the rest of them. I think that'd be pretty good. All right. All right, so let's continue with these pieces right here. And these are for like around her legs, around like her foot area right there. So these are pegs. Like if you have something that you want to like peg in right there, you can do so with these ones. And these ones are for up at the shoulders right here. So like you can move like these, maybe like arm pads up there, so closer to the shoulders and stuff, or anything else that you got from other, you know, model kits in different lines. And these are ones for the wrists. These are just like normal circular ones right there. I have the ones with the pegs on to hold on her like arm guards right there. And then we got this piece. Oops, my bad. And we got this piece right here, which is just her hair piece. So like if you want to take off this little accessory right here, or like little antennas or ears or whatever it is, you could just put this piece and just have her like, yeah, all haired up or something like that. You know, just her hair. All right, so that is all her accessories. Stick with me and I'll show you a few poses. Pose 1, stop. Pose 2, don't run. Pose 3, ready for a fist fight. Pose 4, precision strike. Pose 5, hey. All right, you guys, there's the review for the 30-minute sisters Tiasha Dahlia wear color B model kit done and complete. I really like this model kit. It was fun to build, fun to customize, fun to paint. Yeah, you know, and it's pretty well articulated, only for like, you know, having single jointed elbows and knees. You can get her in some really cool poses. I already had a lot of fun posing it, and I really recommend. All right, you guys, if you guys like this video, please leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. God bless, and bye.